What's up, guys? Today I'm with Kamin,
Yeah,
a
what's
good
up?
friend of
What's up?
mine. Actually, he was my neighbor, to be honest.
Yeah, next door.
Next door neighbor, like legit neighbor. But he's a musician from San Antonio, Texas, and I really enjoy his music. So I want to talk about his project, his latest project, which
Oh, it's WRUGD, rugged.
Rugged.
Yeah, rugged.
Dude, I'm
Short.
dyslexic. I couldn't. I was like, every time I would see it, I was like, is this drugged backwards? Like,
Nah,
where's the
it's
E?
funny, yeah.
Rugged.
No, it's actually an acronym for what are you gonna do? You know,
Ah.
yeah, that's like one of my catchphrases and shit. I would say it all the time. It's like, what are you gonna do? And all of my friends all around me, like because we all hang out a lot. They started saying it, and like it's kind of like a running joke between us. And so I figured, why not just call it that? Like
That's awesome.
yeah, rugged. Yeah, so
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I knew, like, knowing you, like, it was going to have a meaning.
yeah,
Because,
yeah.
like, I know that you put a lot of meaning into things,
Mhm.
like, in a good way. And that's why I like listening to your music, because I can hear things in the lyrics. And then, like even, for example, in the project, there are certain skits, which I believe one is King of the Hill, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I think they say Kamin. So is that from, like, a adaptation of the comic book or something?
No. It's actually from Star Trek.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I got my name from. It's an episode called The Inner Light. And it's a really cool episode, and it's about the captain. He gets captured, and it's kind of hard to explain. It's a long story, but that's where I got the name from. I really resonate with one of the quotes he has in the episode, and I was tired of being called Tico. I hated it, and I was just over it, and so I spent like weeks trying to think of like a new name, and then like because I love the episode so much, I like ordered a necklace from the episode, and when it came in a box, and the box had a quote that Kamin says, and I was like, damn, I really resonate with that, and so I was like, why not just call myself Kamin, And so yeah, it's and also speaking of, while we're on the topic, at the beginning of the episode, there's a probe that the USS Enterprise encounters in the middle of space. And the probe is what incapacitates Captain Picard. And then he goes... It's a crazy story. I'm not going to tell.
No, say it, bro. It's dope. It's dope.
Well, it pretty much, he like... it's like this beam. The probe shoots like a beam to him, and like he gets knocked out, and he falls down, and then all the crew is like, oh my God, like the captain's down. Like, what's happening to him? And then all of a sudden he wakes up in a completely different place. It's like a more like what's the word? I don't want to say primitive. It's like a civilization that hasn't like fully developed. You know what I mean? Like this random civilization. He wakes up in this random bed, and this random woman sitting next to him, and she's like, "Hey man, like, how are you? Like, you've been sick for 3 days or whatever. You had a high fever." And he's like, "What is this place? Like, where am I?" And she's like, "What do you mean? You're home. You're back home." And he's like, "Where's my ship? Take me to my ship."
Damn.
And it's crazy. And like, long story short, he spends like the next 5 years on the planet looking for his ship, like mapping out the stars, trying to find his ship, and like trying to get back. And after 5 years, he decides, you know what, I'm just going to give up whatever. He decides to like fully commit to the woman. Wow. He marries her. They have kids. They get old. He eventually spends 42 years on that planet before he gets old. He lives an entirely new life. And at the end of the episode, they shoot off this probe, the same probe that incapacitated him in the beginning. And it's because the civilization was going to die. Like, their star was going to explode, and there was no way of saving the civilization. So they put all the memories and everything into the probe, and that's what incapacitated him at first. So that way, like the memory of the civilization will live on through him, and so he's able to record it all. And then that's when he gets taken back to the ship, and he like wakes up, and it's only been like 30 or 40 minutes.
Oh,
like the whole time. Yeah,
that's like the Rick and Morty episode, the first one, bro. That's
yeah. There's a couple different adaptations to it. I think Adventure Time did the same thing too. They did one where Finn goes into like their pillow fort, and then it closes behind him, and then he wakes up in this like pillow civilization, and he doesn't find a way back. He's trying to find a way back, and then he eventually marries a pillow wife, and then they have pillow children, and and then like
it's a dog in the pillow, right? Oh, Finn's
Finn's the human. So Finn lives his whole life, and he has kids and grandkids, and then he dies, and when he dies, he like wakes up back outside the pillow for it. So yeah, they did that. I think Rick and Morty also did that too, but
it's like on the first episode.
I think you're thinking
the
of,
arcade.
Roy, yeah, it's called Roy.
Right? Yeah.
The episode, yeah.
So it's definitely like a story arc then, because you've been using it, and I'm pretty sure you can trace it back to like primitive, like not primitive, but like Aztec and like older civilization. I'm sure they have something in there too.
Like that. But yeah, speaking of though, so the K in the Kamin is actually the probe. That's what the probe looks like. So I did that.
So it's like bottom antenna, top antenna.
Yeah. I'll show you a picture, or I'm sure you can like pull it up and.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly that's pretty fucked up that they would choose a person to like add all the memories in and the relationship of a wife.
Yeah, just make them like believe that.
So what
probe? Just type in probe. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me.
That's the necklace that I purchased actually.
Let me. Okay, which one did you purchase? This one?
That necklace right there. Now will never come again.
Whoa.
Something like that. Oh yeah, seize the time. Yeah, and then seize the time. Now will never come again. I love that quote. And then that's a picture of the
seize the time. Now will never come again.
Yeah, and then that's what the probe looks like.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Do you wear it like on special occasions?
No, you know what? I lost it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, because it comes on that little rinky dinky ass chain, and then the chain broke, and so. But I do want to get it again, though. I used to wear it all the time.
Yeah, so you can see right there, like that's super similar to the logo.
Yeah, the K, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was perfect. I was like, wow, that's perfect for it. And then that's what it looks like in the episode.
It is the episode?
Yeah. Then that one. Look, that's his son, that's his wife, and then his.
They completely fucked them up.
Yeah.
At least his sons are all blonde. What if like one of them was like black or something?
Right. Yeah, that's what the probe looks like in the episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. It's a badass episode. It's actually one of my favorites. I think it's probably my second favorite Star Trek episode from that series.
I never really seen Star Trek like that, but I feel like now that I get older, like there's some things I start getting more interested in. Yeah. Because some things like Star Trek, I never really like just liked like when it came on commercials and stuff. It just kind of looked like nerdy.
Yeah, it is.
And then the more I grow up, the more like I appreciate like good TV shows with writing and like character development that matters. And I and then also Captain Kirk went to space, right? No, the other Captain Kirk, right? He actually went to space with Jeff Bezos.
Oh yeah. Captain Kirk. Yeah, he was the first one, from the first Star Trek, and then Picard is the one from the second series. Captain Picard. That's the one where Kamin comes from. Yeah, so he's cool. They're two different series. The first one was the '60s. The second one was in the '80s.
Okay.
So
yeah. But that quote that I want to focus on the quote right now. So seize the time, now will never come again.
Yeah.
And like talking about your music you start off this album with like basically asking God like where you're at, and he says right where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. What's the official lyric?
Ask God where I'm at. He said right where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
What did I say?
And I really love the next part because you say he asked me what I'm doing and I couldn't answer truthfully. That to me is amazing, bro. Like because it relates to this quote in a way because it's talking about like the time that you're in now, right? It's like being in the present, and then you start off this album with saying something that is very similar, and then I like the things that I like that you mentioned God, and I think that's like something that like not that many people rap about.
Right.
So you mentioned God, and then he says that you're right where you're supposed to be, which kind of like if the person is asking why am I here or where am I, and God tells you this is where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
It kind of like sometimes you're frustrated that you're not where you want to be in life.
Right.
And then he asked what you're doing, you couldn't answer truthfully. To me, that's amazing because that actually is like rap. That's like culture,
Yeah.
You can't really tell God what you're doing. You're ashamed of it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Jesus right there.
I saw that. That's funny.
And my wife put that in.
That's so great. I love that.
Yeah. So, I absolutely want to think about why did you choose to start the album like that with that song, and why does that song have that meaning in it? Like, what does it mean?
I guess it's just like everything I write is just, I guess, how I'm feeling at the moment. So we were just in the studio, and then Zomala, he's the producer. He's one of my closest friends. He was making the beat, and as he was making it, excuse me, I was just writing it, and then I guess I just write whatever like comes to me, and then I just go off of that. I just feed off of that, and then I think there's no really particular reason why I chose the song like significantly, but I really chose it more just like audibly. Like I think the way the structure of the song goes, it starts off like real like chill and then like builds up, and I think it's just like the perfect introduction for the album personally.
I think it's one of the best beats like I've ever heard your voice on. To be honest,
Thanks, man.
This album really like has way better like sonically that one, and then okay, I'm blanking out, but Ain't No Way Part Two.
Oh yeah,
that one like that type of sonically it sounds awesome, and I'm really happy that's the sound you're going for. At least that's the sound for the album, because it shows like some improvement like in the quality of the music, which
hell yeah.
you did. It was interesting because every time you post something like music, like I listen to it. I like listening to local music, you know. And you like being my neighbor. You being my neighbor at some point was kind of like, oh shit, like this is like I always saw you play with Bakugan and build fucking toys.
Bionicles.
Yeah, Bionicles, and build toys out of like just whatever you found in your house. And I'm like, that was like the creativity that you kind of sparked that in my head a bit, that you can just not have to buy something. You just go ahead and use your imagination.
Right.
And that shows like a form of intelligence, you know? Like,
yeah, thank you, man.
So a high achiever. And then the fact that you have like, you've been grinding on this since I guess high school or middle school, no?
High school,
Yeah.
I mean, I was writing raps in middle school, but I didn't really record till I was a junior in high school. And then I wanted to touch on what you were saying earlier about how that lyric that I said, right where I'm supposed to be or whatever, even though it's not somewhere I want to be, it's something I also learned growing up too, because I think about it now, like now that I'm older. I just turned 30, bro. I'm old as shit, but I think about like how like, what if I did get famous when I was like 23 or 24, or if I got not famous, but like if I came into some money, I would have fucked that shit up. I would have fucked my whole life up, man. So like, there's a lot of lessons that I had to learn, and I'm not saying that, you know, like I deserve to be, you know, rich and famous now or whatever, but I feel like if it comes, I could definitely I'll handle it better, you know, than I would have. So there's a reason why God didn't give me, you know, money when I was younger.
Yeah, the maturity of not of getting money now in your 30s versus getting it in your early 20s would be crazy, because you don't want to have that memory of you saying like, I had my peak, I made $100,000 and I blew it, and now it's 5 years later and I don't fucking have a house, or like I have to pay a mortgage. That would suck.
Yeah.
Where now, like if you make it, like
shit, I gotta be responsible.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy just enough cocaine. You don't have to. You
don't gotta go too crazy.
You're 30. You don't need to money.
right.
No, I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, I also want to talk about your last album. In the song, you have a song called "Secular,"
right?
Which I really like the message of that song, because you say that you're gonna rap about what you're gonna rap about. Like your sound's gonna be secular.
Right.
But do you remember the lyric? Like, we can pull. I don't know if we can pull up your lyrics, but that'd be cool to like.
Sure. Yeah, you can pull it up. I don't remember its old song, but that is one of my favorite songs too that I made, because I really do love that song. I really did write it out of emotion, out of anger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was a real actual conversation with my cousin. No disrespect to him, I love that guy, but we were talking to each other as my passing, you know, and she was like on her deathbed, and he was just asking me like what I've been up to and this and that, and he was like, "Oh man, I don't know, just kind of like, I don't know if it was because he was like grieving or if he was just like going through it because, you know, our grandma was dying, but he was just kind of being like passive aggressive and like condescending towards me, like about my music and whatnot, or about what I'm doing with my life or whatever." And he was like, "Man, you know," I was like, have you even heard my music? Like, have you listened to it? Like, and he was like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "Yeah, man, I listened to it, like, you know, back in the day when you know, whatever." And then back in the day, I did used to rap about a bunch of like dumb bullshit, you know what I mean? But like lately, like, ain't no way, or just I'm older, you know, I have more like significant music now, and so I'm like, well, have you heard like my new shit? Like, any of my new music, like you wouldn't be saying this if you really like listen to my new music or you know what I've been. He's like, nah, man, I don't really mess with none of that secular music, like this and that. Like I don't do that. Like I'm in church and just real pretentious, you know. And so I was like, you know what, you're right. You know what, like fuck that. Like I'm gonna if the shoe fits, I'm gonna fucking wear that shit and I'm gonna run around, dude. So I went to the studio and I made secular music and like I called it secular.
Yeah. But in a way, your music is not secular, like which is amazing because some people like some Christian denominations, right? Some forms of Christianity would say like, hey, make Christian music. If you're not making music for the Lord, then you're like selling your soul or you're like you're sinning. But no matter like what church you go to, everyone has heard a Drake song, a Bad Bunny song, anyone has seen like Pulp Fiction or any movie with violence or sex and everything, and people enjoy it.
Right.
And there's so it's kind of like a hypocrisy. I'm not saying the Christianity is hypocrisy. Like I myself am Christian, but I'm saying there's a hypocrisy in it where like sometimes you wish that people that you knew that made music made Christian music, but then you consume music that is secular.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And then in your way, your music is actually like I would say it's a Christian music that I wish more Christian music was like this, because you can't just have a song that just only talks about Christ. If you have a song that you mix elements in real world struggles and temptations, it relates more to the listener.
Right, exactly.
So like the secular song was an amazing song, and then this one, the one that starts the album Clusterfuck.
Yeah, Clusterfuck.
That one, you bring God into it.
Yeah,
so
man,
you're it's like
I talk about God, man. I believe in God. I wouldn't call myself a Christian, but I definitely believe in God. You know what I mean? Like, he's helped me out through a lot. You know, there's been times where I've doubted him, where I've been pissed at him, and there's been times where I like came close to losing my faith, but I never lost my faith. I've always, maintained that. Like I love God. I got him fucking tatted right here.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
So that's one of the things I really appreciate about your music. Thanks, I want to talk about the album cover for the last album. What was the name of the last album?
What was it? I think it was called I think it was just called Kamin, actually.
It was just called Kamin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one was trippy because it's like a shark
it was called Call Me Kamin.
Call Me Kamin. Yes,
because people I went by Tico for 10 years, man, for like almost a decade, and people were just so used to calling me Tico, and like I just hated it so much because like Tico, I made that name. It's actually after the astronomer Tycho Brahe, or Tycho Brahe is what we learned in astronomy class when we were in college. But that was the name that I gave myself when I was 18 or 19 years old, and that's who I felt like I was at the time. But I grew up, I got older, I learned more, and I just don't feel like Tico anymore. And people just so I started telling people like, hey man, call me my real name. My real name is Jacob. You know what I mean? Call me Jake. Like, you know what I mean? You don't like stop calling me Tico or whatever. And it's a really hard habit to like get out of. And so that's why like I named the album Call Me Kamin. Like stop calling me Tico, like call me Kamin. I'm not Tico no more, you know?
That's interesting because I've always wondered why you like kept changing your name. But like now talking to you, like I see the music evolves and you evolve like as the persona too, like the name, right? I don't know if you would say persona, but the name change with the music progressing.
Right.
And like would you always want to have a name, or would you eventually just go by like your name?
My real name? I've thought about it too. Like, I like Kamin. I think it fits real well. But I've changed my name so much, man. I went by, my first rap name was Arson Flows, and then I changed it to Incarnate, and then I changed it, and then I think I changed it to Tycho Brahe after that. And then like, there's a brief period where I changed it to Heater Parker.
Oh yeah,
and then
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then there's one where I changed it to Cap 10, like Cap, and then the 10.
I remember that too.
Cap 10, and then I just went back to Tico for whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then I like finally like put my foot down. I was like, nah, like I'm gonna be Kamin. And I even had second doubts about it, calling myself Kamin too. But nah, I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna stand on business. So I'm gonna call myself Kamin, man. Maybe one day I'll go by my my real name. My first name's actually Jordan, so maybe I'll go by Jordan Gutierrez. Maybe, but it doesn't really roll off the tongue quite as much.
Nah, sounds like a comedian or something.
Yeah, something,
sounds like a
right?
San Antonio comedian.
Yeah, something
No,
like that.
that's cool. I mean, a lot of rappers, like, not that this means anything, but if you look at famous rappers like Kendrick, they have other personas in their music, other like characters they play. I know J. Cole has one. I think J. Cole actually opened for himself once when he had the Kids on Drugs album, or the
okay.
KOD.
Yeah.
He had, his opener was actually him.
Oh,
But
it's like an alter
dressed,
ego?
yeah, alter ego.
That's cool.
So,
Yeah, I know Mac Miller did that too. He's got a Delusional Thomas.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know about Mac Miller having that, but that's awesome.
He dropped an album called Delusional Thomas, and like he changes his voice. He like pitches his voice differently, and he raps about a bunch of like real dark, like twisted shit, you know. So it's like a little
like different, like
and then in the album he actually has a song featuring Mac Miller, and then so Mac Miller comes on and then he like raps how Mac maps and goes back to the Delusional Thomas. It's real cool. It's real creative.
That's awesome. That's maybe something you can fucking do with your shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, man. There's one persona that I wanted to like dabble in the other day, but I don't know. But yeah, a lot of artists do it. I think Eminem was the first with the Slim Shady, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Lil Wayne calls himself Lil Tunchi.
Yeah, Lil Tunchi, right?
And, Suicide Boys does that all the time because Scrim, he has a bunch of different names. He calls himself Young Christ and the Scarecrow, and then Ruby calls himself Adi. A lot of rappers do it, you know.
Yeah, I guess there's like different versions of it. Like some people like go really into like having characters that has like actual like caricatures of him, you know, like traits, and then some people just kind of like a name for a verse, with a style or a flow. So I actually want to show the current album right now and talk about. I want to talk about the fucking the album cover, because to me that's just like whoa, like it looked really cool, bro. And I don't know if there's an actual story behind that shit, but
which one?
For this new album
that
you yes.
Okay, yeah, pull it up.
Let me make sure I'm sharing. Okay, so this should share right here. Okay, so here we have the album, and this looks like some like county like jail time.
Yeah, man. You want to talk about that? Yeah, man. I'll talk about it, bro. I actually have I brought the card with me today.
Damn! Look at that.
Oh shit! Where's the camera?
It's just right there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was cool because like it has like my info, but it doesn't have like my address, or it has my real name and it has my birthday and then everything else. It says I weigh 134. I weigh 155 actually.
Oh, I wonder what happened. Fuck.
I think that was like my stats when I first got arrested, dude. I'm not a fucking criminal, bro. I'm not. I don't really do shit, which is why I think it's so funny and like ridiculous, bro, that they like had me in there with fucking people who beat their wives and people who stole cars and shit, bro. I'm over here
getting your car stolen.
Yeah, for real, bro. Yeah, dude. The story is back in 2020. I'm a bit of an alcoholic, man, but I used to be really bad, bro. And there was one night, dude. I also used to dabble in drugs such as psychedelic mushrooms, and amongst other things. And I went to the St. Mary's Strip, the notorious strip, and I got too drunk one night, and I passed out on the sidewalk. And I got picked up by the cops, and then I had mushrooms on me, which is a felony.
Oh, God.
And so they took me to jail. This was February 2020. So my court date.
Your birthday around your time, no?
Around that time, yeah. So my court date was the next month, and you remember what happened in 2020, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything closed. All the courts closed. Everything, dude. So I've been in limbo for like 5 years, bro. Like just waiting for them. Yeah, dude. And I've been chilling, man. This was when I was 25, bro. I'm 30 now. I'm a completely different person, bro. I don't do drugs at all. Like, I mean, every now and then, you know, but I'm responsible, and this shit just crept up back into my life out of nowhere. Some shit happened.
Damn,
a long time ago. Yeah, dude. And took me to jail. I was in jail for like 36 hours, bro. Magistrate's what really sucked, dude. Magistrate is the fucking worst, dude. It's fucking cold, and just I hated it, man.
What is magistrate?
Magistrate is where they take you before they take you to jail.
Okay.
So, and you know what sucks, dude? It's some fucking bullshit. I fucking hate the police, bro. It was the night that it snowed. Do you remember that night?
Oh fuck, where you got fucked,
dude? Yeah, it was literally 3 a.m, bro. It was snowing, and I live with my brother and my girl, and so my girl was asleep, and me and my brother texted each other. We were like, "Yo, it's snowing outside. Let's go outside." And so I woke up my girl, and so I was outside with my girl and my brother, and we started like building like this little snowman, like on my car, just gathering the snow from the cars and building this little snowman, bro. And fucking 4 police cars just like pulled up on me like randomly, and they're like, "Jordan Gutierrez," and they fucking handcuffed me. And,
what?
Yeah, dude, and it was some bullshit, bro. It was a whole bunch of bullshit. The reason
Wait, this last time it snowed or the time before? The first time?
The last time I got arrested, which this was like this photo was
2020?
No. This was like last month, bro, or like 2
okay, so this you got arrested because of what happened before, basically.
Right, because I had a warrant for my arrest.
What? They never like just mailed it to you, like
Well, the
come
thing
to the
is,
office or something?
The thing is, bro, they did, but I don't live at that address. Dude, they had an address from when I was at Castle Rose, bro. Like, I was like, bro, I haven't lived there in like 15 years. Yeah, man. Like, they sent it to that address. And so I missed my court date. And when I missed my court date, that's when they sent the warrant for my arrest, bro. And that's all a bunch of bullshit. Now I got to be on probation for 4 years, bro. And which I'm not really tripping about because, like I said, I don't do drugs anymore. Like,
yeah.
I'll pee in a fucking cup whenever they want me to. I don't care. I'll pass a drug test right now, man.
Yeah.
I just drink. That's it. But
can you travel? Like any travel restrictions?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I don't know. It is a felony case, so maybe not. I don't know. I'll ask my probation officer. He seems like a really cool guy, dude. He had a cool shirt when I met him, so I don't know. He was real nice. So, and I think when he talks to me, I'm not like I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm not gonna run, As long as I give them my money, they just want my money. That's all it is, dude. So
okay.
But yeah, that's that. And I thought, and it's cool because I drop an album every year on my birthday or around my birthday.
Okay.
And so when this time for the album was like coming up, I was like, damn, I gotta fucking find a graphic designer or somebody to make my album cover. And then I got arrested, and I was like, well, I'll just use that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's some shit, some real life shit. Happened in real life. Plus, I've never really had my face or myself in my album covers or whatever. So
right. No, cool I think it's amazing, bro. I think I think of all the people who have had mugshots, and I want you to make merch out of that. I would fucking wear that so bad. Bro.
Hey, that's not a bad idea, bro. That's not a bad idea. Pull up ODB, bro. Old Dirty Bastard. You ever seen his album cover?
ODB. Does ODB show up? Sorry, I typed it in wrong.
ODB, yeah. Old Dirty Bastard.
Okay.
Click his album cover or go to images.
Hold on.
Oh,
sorry.
You're gonna share it?
Yeah.
Yeah, share it.
Let me ODB. This guy should be. I think I'm sure. Oh, I see why. Okay. Share it here. Damn, boy, it's taking too damn long to share a fucking thing.
No, that's cool, man. That's why you do need a team, bro.
Yeah.
You need a fucking couple people. That one right there, that second one, that was his album cover.
Okay.
In the 90s. So I kind of paid homage to that,
That's awesome. I think I've seen this.
Yeah, it's his food stamp card.
What the fuck? That's food stamps.
Yeah.
Damn. City of Brooklyn Zoo.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's awesome. And let me see it again. Oh, you put it right there, man.
No, that's cool, dude.
I think definitely as a shirt that shit would work.
Hell yeah. So yeah, it's like a homage to that,
So this was recent, right? This happened recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
The photo was, but I think they kept my information from when I was younger because I don't weigh 134 at all.
Damn, you seem pretty fucking adamant. You're like, I don't weigh that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm old now, man.
Yeah.
I got no more metabolism.
Yeah, like we were watching the fucking
Hannibal.
comic Hannibal, yeah. And you also have in one of the lyrics, "Ain't No Way" Part 2, you say, I believe it's that when you say how people didn't notice you until you weren't there, was it?
Oh yeah. What did I say, man? I always forget my lyrics.
I'll probably play it. Is it Clusterfuck or
no? It was Ain't No Way.
Okay.
Wait, it might have been Clusterfuck actually. Where I said no, it was Clusterfuck. Right when
Nope. I love that part. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
The flow in that. There you go.
What? Yeah.
Bro, and the twist of like a camera lens, I didn't hear that until like the fourth time, and
Oh,
I
really?
was like, damn, that's a good fucking bar because
Yeah.
it makes sense. And
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
focus,
Yeah.
just like it's like a bar that actually fucking makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what the quality is fucking good, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I'm twisted, bro. Twisted like a camera lens.
So when did you write that song?
When?
Yeah.
It was sometime last year. Probably like October or so last year. It was before I got arrested.
Wow, that's crazy because I thought that bar would come after you got arrested because people didn't like notice until you disappeared.
Yeah, no, I was only gone for like a day, bro. 2 days.
I think that's like the magic of like when someone creates art that the person who's like looking at it or listening to it can just like attribute so many like I guess like fantasies to it,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
it just like elevates the value of it. And artists really like to play that like fucking play with Cardi all mysterious and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like what he fucking posted this right here, like just like a black screen
What
or
does it
something.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the album said 48 hours or like fucking, and you're like, what? Everyone panics.
Are you a
So
Cardi fan?
I don't know if I'm a Cardi fan. I would enjoy his music, but I'm not like a Cardi fan. Like I didn't give a fuck if if he uploaded or
Drop
did
or
not
not?
upload it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
at some point we're gonna hear his music.
True.
I know you've gone to his concert, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was one of the best shows of my life, man. And it's funny because he is so mysterious. Like
Yeah.
the entire concert, you don't really like see his face at all.
Mm-hmm.
He was in like this trench coat and like this hood, and just real brooding and mysterious and full of smoke the entire time. They had the fog machine running the entire show, dude. So there's smoke everywhere on the stage. You can't really see him, but you could hear him. And it's funny because he don't really like rap along to his lyrics, and so like to his songs. So you think like on the surface, it's like he's not really a good performer, but Cardi has such a cult following that it's like, dude, who gives a fuck? Because we weren't really there to see him do anything. We were there because we're all fucking Cardi fans, and we were just like in the mosh pit, just like moshing, just like turning up, awesome, going crazy, dude. Like jamming to his songs, dude. It was cool, like because like people really fuck with Cardi. So like, dude, there was this dude who was like super chill. He was like shirtless. It was hot in there, dude. He would be rapping the Cardi lyrics, and he would just walk up to me and he would be like, and then he'll rap the lyrics, dude. Like
that line.
And I was like, yeah,
like he knows it. Yeah. That's cool. I actually seen Cardi, but it was at Maluna.
I was there too.
You
were
there? Oh, yeah. That's what's up. But it was so different.
Yeah,
like this was before in persona. He was like really playing like, hey, please, like, thank you for my show. So I was like, yeah, this guy, like, I knew him from Magnolia, and then like he's like, this guy's just like a chill rapper, and then this complete switch up of like a vampire and like this mysterious persona albums that he's gonna drop or not drop, and like this crazy shit is like, how did he go from just like a rapper that was all nice to like someone who like had like so many, I guess, layers of marketing? And
yeah, man, you really switched it. That's why I feel like I need something like that, man. I need like not necessarily like a gimmick, but like something that I can like attribute, my music to, and so.
Didn't you used to wear like a Spider-Man?
Yeah, I used to wear Spider-Man all the time, man. But that's also like, I don't want to do that. I mean, I think it was cool. I would wear it at my shows, and maybe I still will. Maybe I'll still dress up as Spider-Man at my shows. But the thing is, dude, Spider-Man is like the most popular superhero on the planet. So everybody's always doing the Spider-Man thing, and I want to do something that stands out. Like, I'd rather do like Silver Surfer or like Kamin. Kamin's a real obscure character. He's not a main character in Star Trek. He only shows up in one episode. You know what I mean? Technically, the captain's in every episode, but the captain is Kamin in one episode. And so I like Kamin, but there's only so much you can do with that.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you always created stuff and invented stuff, so maybe like you just got to sit down and like think of something out, or something will inspire you. But that is interesting. And then the mosh pits, like I used to do a lot of mosh pits too, like for rap, like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I saw him like 3 times.
Really?
One in Mauna Luna when I didn't really care about Travis Scott.
I'm glad you're still alive, bro.
I went to Astroworld. I was gonna tell you that I went to that one.
Damn,
and
man.
it was crazy because I had already seen. So I saw him at Mala Luna, which I don't really care that much because I didn't know about him like in 2017. And then I became a fan because he jumped off the stage, climbed a tree. There was like a UTSA flag. I was going to UTSA. He went there for a semester.
He went to UTSA.
He talked about it, and I was like, like crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I went to see him in ACL where he dropped Astroworld, which was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
And then I saw him again in I saw him in fucking Rolling Loud Miami, like the first one after the pandemic. So I was like really hyped.
Yeah.
Then I went to go see him in Astroworld, and this was my third time like moshing with Travis Scott. So I was like, I experienced this already. Mm-hmm. Like I don't need to go in all hard because I went all the way to the top, jump with people, and like you're saying, there's people that like they'll look at you and there'll be like this energy that music produces. Right. So I stayed back, and I was like, I'm gonna go get water. I couldn't move. I was like, oh, I can't move, and I was like, I've never done this in this concert. I couldn't move my hand out of my like this.
Oh shit!
And there was a guy asking for water, like drowning and shit, which you see at festivals.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get him out, and I couldn't turn back, and I was like, damn, I'm really stuck here. Like I never been in this position.
Yeah.
I saw the ambulances, and then I was like, oh, the ambulances are here, and then I saw people jumping on the ambulances, and I was like, damn, they're jumping on it. Concert ends. I see this Asian girl just fucking like sobbing, bro, and I was like, what's wrong with this girl? Like, what the fuck could have happened? And then it wasn't until like I got to the Airbnb, and then like I looked at my phone and I was like, holy shit, people had died.
Yeah,
like where
bro,
I was at.
Something like 9 people or something, right?
Yeah, it was 9 or 10. I think it was one of those numbers.
Yeah, including a kid, man.
It was very crazy.
Yeah, man.
So I think I would still mosh, but now like I'm older, so I don't know if I would like.
I'm still mosh, bro. I don't give a fuck. But I'm also older, so like I'll last like maybe a couple minutes, bro, and then I'm like, I need to chill. Like, I can't be going hard like these 16-year-olds, man.
Yeah, but that would be cool to have mosh to your music, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, actually, I actually got a song, dude. I got a couple turn up songs, dude, and it's funny because when I was younger, I used to like. I had had a couple songs. One of them I never released, which is kind of a shame because it goes so hard. And it's just, I wrote the song. It's called Consent, bro. And I go fucking crazy on it. It's like, give her shit, and I'm like screaming like, fuck that bitch. And I always get consent, like, dude, and like everybody loved that song. The women loved it for obvious reasons. And then like the men loved it because it goes hard, and it sucks because like I
it's not released. Like
I never even recorded it, bro.
What
like,
the fuck?
I would just write it, and I was like, yeah, that shit goes hard, dude. And so like I memorized it, and I'll perform it, bro. But I tried to record it, but I don't know what it is. For some reason, it just doesn't go as hard as it does when I'm performing it. You know what I mean? Like it sounds weird when I record it, but one of these days I'll perfect it. I already forgot the lyrics, to be honest. It was a while ago, but I can rewrite it.
You think you need to record while performing?
Maybe, like, man. That'd be some crazy shit, bro.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man. That's not a bad idea.
But that makes me think of the song "Ain't No Way" Part 2.
Yeah.
Because "Ain't No Way" was like that song, bro. When you released that song, I think that was the first song that like I would constantly listen to.
Hell yeah.
And like, because I do this thing when I like a song, I listen to it on loop.
Yeah,
like that's what I do. Yeah, so that song I listen to on loop. I like would just imagine you like performing or a different like a music video in my head.
Yeah.
And then you drop this album and you do part 2.
Yeah.
And it sounds amazing.
Thanks, man.
So that I feel like some artists might be like, like I already use those lyrics. I can't use them.
Dude, it's funny, bro. I thought exactly that thought process. Like I was like writing the song, and for some reason I just kept on going back to that flow, like, and I was just like, damn, like I've already used that flow before. And then I flipped it. I was like, well, why don't I just use the same lyrics and just call it part 2,
Yeah.
And shit. And that's kind of like kind of a cop out or like a loophole or whatever, but it's also something that people do because even though it's the same cadence and kind of the same lyrics, it's an entirely different song. Like it doesn't sound nothing like the original one, And so maybe I can keep doing that. I know Riff Raff does that. You familiar with Riff Raff?
Riff Raff does that.
He does that with the song called Tiptoe. He has like 5 or 6 different versions, like Tiptoe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each one sounds way different than the other one,
But it's like a general flow or a general hook.
Yeah. So like the first one's Tiptoeing in My Jordans, and then the second one is like I think it has Chief Keef on it, and the third one has Yellow Wolf on it. And
Okay.
like I think he does like a pop version and he does like a country version. It's cool, man. So I think I might do that. You know, just
Yeah,
every project come out with a new Ain't No Way.
that'd be awesome because I really like that song. I seen artists do it, like Peso Pluma has like La People 1 and 2.
Okay.
I know like I know that I've seen albums from Drake and Kendrick and all these big artists that have like the Heart Part 4 or
The Heart,
whatever.
yeah.
So they
Kendrick.
just, but the thing about Ain't No Way too is because I never like experienced someone that I actually like a local artist or someone, you know, like I have never experienced them do this. So when I heard you do the song again, I heard different parts of the hook that stood out, like 8 more shots to my brain goes blur,
Yeah.
and that gave me a totally different like feeling because Ain't No Way, the first one, I liked it because it was kind of like shit has to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
And I felt it with that song, and I really like how you say like cocaine shade or something like that. So it gave like this like, oh, like you have to trap to like, and it might get worse. But then in this one, it feels more like a drinking song too. Like 8 more shots and my brain go blur.
Okay, hell yeah.
So it felt more like a uplifting of the same lyrics.
Okay, hell yeah, dude. Like the first one might be the it gets worse, and then the second one is the it gets better.
Yes, and I mean, I don't want to tell you but I think it would be cool if you had both of them and then had to mash up with like a DJ or something.
Yeah,
like,
man, maybe that's not a bad idea.
That'd be fucking dope.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's one thing I love about art is that it's open to interpretation. Everybody can like feel however they feel about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The funny story about that song is that actually, the beat was from this YouTube creator. He was like, not YouTube, TikTok. He was on TikTok. It was just some random guy. I was just scrolling through my feed one day, and he was he does this. It's this real. He's like not famous, but he's kind of like a well known, I guess, like amongst the producer community.
Yeah.
He does this thing where he'll stitch his video with another creator's video, but he'll make like a gay joke or like a joke about like not getting women or whatever. Like for example, there's one video where this woman is saying, she starts off her video saying like, have you ever talked to a woman and just whatever, but he stitches it right at that point. She's like, have you ever talked to a woman? And he goes, no, and then he'll play a beat, and then he'll like, and then so
yeah. You know the name of the?
I forgot his name, which is why I'm bringing it up here because I forgot his name. I bought the beat. I bought it from his website.
Yeah.
I clicked the link, went to his website, bought the beat. I was like, dude, that shit goes so fucking hard. And I rapped on it, but I only bought the lease. I don't have the exclusive rights to the song, but I dropped it anyways. I'm not gonna get famous. No one's gonna fucking, I don't, but even if I do, even if he does come across it, bro, let me know. I will pay you your money. I'll buy the exclusive rights and shit. But I didn't even credit him because I forgot his name. It's just been sitting in my email for months, bro. And so like, I forgot his name and his TikTok. So if he ever hears the song, if he ever wants to, come reach out to me, I'll fucking give you. I'll give you the money from the exclusive rights, and then I'll give you the 9 cents that I made from the streams.
That's crazy because I want to touch base on that. Like, how does it work when you're buying beats off people? There's the lease, and then there's the exclusive rights. Like, is there any game to that? Like any strategy as to when you should decide to buy a lease?
So it depends, bro. Really. So like, okay, for example, there's this one song by Kodak Black and Playboy Cardi, I think. I forgot what it's called, but then there's also another song, Gassed Up Shawty.
Yeah.
Remember that one? It's the same beat.
Oh, okay.
I think the first one's called Plug. It's the same beat, bro. And like both of them are real famous songs. Gassed Up Shorty was more famous.
Yeah.
But Kodak Black's a more famous rapper.
Yes.
Playboy Cardi's on it. So they both rap on the same beat. So it's funny because like I know that they both bought the lease to that beat. You know what I mean? But when you buy the exclusive rights to it, that's when the producer says, this is no longer my beat. It's yours now. You know what I mean? So
do what you want.
So usually like a lease will cost like, it depends who the artist is, like I get my leases. The dude from Ain't No Way Part 2, he sold it on his website for $25 or something like that. So I bought it. But the exclusive rights, I probably would have had to pay like $300 or whatever. But that means that I could do whatever I want with it and I could sell it and then I can make my own money off of it and then I won't owe him nothing. But since I didn't buy that, I owe him money, but like I said, I forgot who he was. So if he reaches out to me, I'll fucking give him the $275 that I owe him.
Well, I hope he does reach out to you, because if that happens, that means your song's doing well.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, no kidding, man, no kidding. I think he even made it with another producer too, and his producer tag is on it too. But it's like something
it's like very.
It says
short.
like ASAP or ASOP or whatever, but like it says like or ASO. I don't know, but there's already ASAP Rocky and there's already ASOP, and so I don't really know how to spell it or whatever. But yeah, we'll get. I'll find him one of these days. I'll give him the money he owes.
What about like the beat in Clusterfuck? Like how did you get that beat?
Oh, Zomala made that, dude.
That's dope.
Yeah, the cool thing about Zomala, man, is he's one of my closest friends, bro. And I give him money, and he'll make a beat, and he records me, and we've just been doing this. We've been doing this for like almost 10 years, man. Like where we would just be in the studio, and like we just have like such good chemistry. Both of us are broke, you know what I mean? Like, and he gets his money how when other like artists come and they pay him for studio time or whatever, he charges what he charges, and that's good. It's good for him. But like with me, it's just that we have like this chemistry. He understands that, I'm not balling. Sometimes I can't afford it. And so we'll still link up. He don't ever overcharge me, but he also knows that when I do have it, I'm going to, give him some money. I'm going to break him off, And so it's like but it's like, it's beautiful because neither of us are doing it for the money. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't do it. He does it because me and him actually make great music together. He just wants to make great music. So shout out Zomala, man. That's my boy. That's my brother. He just had a kid. He just had another kid. So congratulations to him.
That's awesome. Yeah. Congratulations, man. So that's what those, to be honest, are my two favorite songs in the album.
Oh, okay. Clusterfuck and Ain't No Way. Hell yeah.
Ain't No Way. But 99 Accord.
Yes.
That one I like too because of the story that's in it. Mm-hmm. And then I asked you, do you have a 99 Accord? And you do have a 99 Accord, right?
Yeah.
So I've always seen that artists always have love for the cars that they have. And I know one day you're going to drive a fucking Lambo or Ferrari or something, bro.
Yeah, one of these days, man. But I do love that verse too, because like that song, because of like, it's true. And I personally, I don't mean to suck my own dick or whatever, but I thought it was so clever, man. The lyrics to the hook,
Yeah.
99 Accord, and everything is true too. It really does have 250,000 miles on it. It's got 250,000 miles, bro. So 99 Accord, 250,000 miles. Driving through the city like I flipped a few pounds.
That was fucking dope. Let me play. Can I play? Let me.
It's like, yeah, play it, man. It's like I'm driving it like it's a Lambo. Like I flipped a few pounds. It's just.
Yes, that's dope, bro.
Yeah. Shawty hop up in it just like it's a new Audi.
Did you forget the last bar when you recorded?
I wrote it like that because I couldn't think of a bar to finish it with, and so I was just like, fuck the last bar, whatever. I don't know.
I like how you say like she's writing it like it's an Audi.
Yeah.
Because that to me shows like a level of like you can mention the word Audi because it's like I have an Audi RA, whatever the fuck car you want to mention.
Yeah.
But then you can use it in a way that is still cool, but it's more realistic.
Right.
And that's like dope.
Because I really do have a girlfriend who like no matter what I'm driving a 99 Accord. She's gonna jump in there like it's a fucking like it's a new Lambo, like it's a new Ferrari, like you know what I mean? Like whatever, new Audi, whatever, And then one part I liked is people sleeping on me, man, I'm dead as closed casket. But I like combine closed casket with the word it to like preface the next bar. So I said, people sleeping on me, I'm dead, it's closed casket. it ain't shit. I hop up in the stool and really don't slack.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I like that part.
That's
I
awesome
thought
too.
that was cool.
I've heard people do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like, so that shows like the level of like experience when it comes to writing songs and music, because that's not something that someone who's starting off is gonna do.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, man. Yeah, man, I've been doing it. I've been writing fucking music, man, since forever, dude. I've written at least 1,000 songs, man. Like I'm just a writer. That was one thing I learned in Park Village, bro. I used to shout out Park Village, man.
Elementary school,
yeah, dude. When I was a kid and I was younger, dude, I used to love drawing. You know what I mean? I would draw all the time, but I suck at it. You know, I was just terrible artist. You know, like I don't know why I didn't get any better, but I would love to do it, and I would see a piece of paper, and I would just see so much potential, and I would get excited with the pencil and the paper, and then one day we took the tax test. I think it was third grade, bro. I'm pretty sure it was third grade. We took the tax test, and I answered all the multiple choice questions and all that shit. And then at the end of the tax test, you got to write an essay. And that was the day that I was like, because I got excited to write the essay. I was like, all right, I was like, here's the easy part. Like, let me do this. And then that was the day when, as I was writing it, my hand was hurting, bro. I was going so fast, dude. I was just like, just fucking killing it. And that was the day that I was like, man, maybe drawing isn't my thing. Like, maybe my thing is writing. Maybe I could paint a picture with my words, you know? And so ever since then, I've just been in love with writing. I still would love to learn how to draw one of these days. But for now, writing's my thing. I love words. I love vocabulary, etymology, all that shit, man.
So do you write just more than music? Like, do you write stories or poems or anything?
I only write music because I think that there's too much structure and like into like writing stories. I would like to write a story, bro. Like, or like even like a movie, or I would like to write other shit, you know what I mean? Like fucking stand up or something, you know?
That'd be cool. Yeah, that's awesome. With the writing process, like what is your writing process? You mostly just listen to a beat and write, or do you like going to the studio and finding a beat to the verse that you already wrote?
It depends, man. It depends. Actually, I used to do it the second way. I used to get like YouTube beats or whatever, or like listen to like old 50 Cent song and just write a song to that. And then I'll go into the studio and then like just put those lyrics to a beat. But after a couple of years of doing that, I realized it isn't really like, that's not a good way of making music. You know what I mean? Like, and so now I'll write like a bar, or I'll write like a cool idea I have. And then when I'm in the studio, all I need is a first bar, bro. That's it. And sometimes when I'm like stuck, when I have like what's the word, writer's block and shit, I'm just like, dude, if I could just get one, like the first bar, the rest will just come to me. But so yeah, I got these I go in the studio, as long as I can get the first bar out, man, I'm done. Like I'll feed off of that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I could like I have this, like I'm in my notes and shit. I got like whenever I think of a good idea for a bar or something. Like the other day, I said, "Am I right, brothers? I'm fly, but I ain't that fly like the Wright brothers." You know?
Yeah. Okay. So then that's the bar, and then you write.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'll take that to the studio, and then I'll hear the beat, and then I'll just feed off of that. Or I'll do the opposite, and then I'll like write bars like before that to like lead up to it. But yeah, that's my writing process pretty much. Sometimes I'm more inspired than others, and sometimes I'm just not feeling it, man. Sometimes I just gotta fucking leave a beat and just come back next time.
What about like the flows? Because your flow, the thing I like about you as an artist, you don't sound like anyone. Like I can't say he sounds like someone. Like, and with this album, I feel like your sound actually became like a, it sounds rude, but like, appealing to the ears, you know.
Yeah.
And you've noticed that too, and people have commented that on your Instagram, right?
Right, man. Yeah, no, I sound like Kamin.
Yeah, you sound like Kamin,
dude. And that's funny because people always ask me too when I tell them that I rap. They always ask the same thing, like, what kind of rap? Like, well, what do you mean? Tell me what kind of rap. And I'm like, dude, I couldn't tell you. I don't fucking know what kind of rap. I make me rap, like I'm gaming. Like I gotta show them, I gotta show them video and shit.
Yeah.
It's funny, I showed my manager the other day. Or because my manager was telling me, he was like, do you make like that San Antonio rap or whatever?
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, that's up for you to decide. I showed him Ain't No Way. He didn't like it, bro. He hated it.
What?
Yeah, it's funny because that's like everybody's favorite song of mine. But I was like, but yeah, that's just what I do. I was like, I could actually like really rap though. He was like, yeah, show me that. And so I showed him man, I got so many fucking songs, bro.
Is it on
Type shit. I showed him type shit, and I showed him the video, and he was like, see this is what I like. I like that real rap, like you're spitting bars. I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Damn,
this one?
That kind of. Yeah, that's one of those like the most San Antonio ass fucking rap.
Yeah, I know, it's ironic, right? Yeah, it's all on
San Antonio ass sound.
On Case Bridge, bro. But did you see the top comment?
Oh yeah. And then I was like, whoa, because you posted that too.
Yeah, Paul Wall, man, showing love. Shout out Paul Wall, man. He showed love.
Damn. So okay, when that happens, when you have someone like put the emojis, do you think in your head, do I DM this guy or do I just continue? Like,
I just continue, bro. I know he seems like a busy guy, dude, and you know, especially now for some reason he's having this bit of a resurgence, which is cool that he like
with Mexican OT, right? And
yeah, man, yeah. It's cool. He took the time to comment on my video, bro. Like that shit freaked me out, man. I didn't believe it, bro. I was like, well, there's no way, dude. And the guy who posted it is my homie, man. He runs San Antonio Foods.
Okay,
Foods from the Tone. So yeah, go follow him on Instagram, San Antonio Foods. He actually runs a few different accounts and shit. Foods from the Tone. This one's got 21,000 followers. This account, but he runs a few different accounts, and he just supports the city. He supports everybody, all the artists from the city, whether they're good or bad. He just loves supporting the city. He's a really solid guy. Go follow him. But I messaged him. He shot the video. He put it out. I messaged him and I was like, bro, like, did you like pay Paul Wall, like give him money to like comments? And he was like, nah, like he follows the channel. He follows the account. And I was like, damn. So Paul Wall was really scrolling through Instagram and he saw my video. He took the time out of his life to listen.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he took the time out of his life to comment 4 fire emojis. So that was cool, man. I called up Zomala. Dude, I was like, I texted him. I called him and he didn't answer, dude. And I texted him. I was like, bro, answer your phone, bro. Like, call me right now as soon as you can. And he told me that he was scared. He thought it was like an emergency. He thought something had happened with somebody, like our mutual friend or whatever. Yeah. He was like freaking out. I was like, bro, go to Instagram right now. Like, go fucking look at that video or whatever. He was like, oh shit, no way. It was a cool moment, bro. We were excited, dude. Like,
that's awesome,
right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna message him. I will, you know what I mean? Like right now, I'm like kind of like, you know, financially, I'm not in the best situation. But I'm sure, bro. I'm sure if I ever come across $1,000, $2,000, I don't know how much he charges, but I'm sure I could probably hit him up and get a fucking song with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you definitely have the talent for it. Like, you have the fucking bars and everything. So I feel like that'd be awesome. I think like sometimes you just gotta keep going with it too. And then if you know, if you go do another video on that channel, he sees it again. He sees that he likes it twice.
Like, I'm consistent.
Yeah, it's consistency there. I don't know if it's like, if I haven't noticed, but I feel like you don't really do collabs, right? Like this whole album.
Dude, I would love to do collabs, bro, but people suck, man. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, I do collabs, dude. Mostly with before we get on that subject, I wanted to say one more thing about the Paul Wall thing.
Yeah,
that video, I don't know if you could tell, I was super drunk. I was like,
oh, I didn't see that. I didn't notice.
Yeah, I was really drunk, and I was I just dropped off my girl. I say dropped off. We took the bus, but I went with her to her work, and while we were there, I don't know what it was. I don't know why I like stuck around, but like she worked right under the bridge. So I think I saw San Antonio Foods post, and he was like, yo, let's shoot a video on Instagram. And so I was like, fuck it, let's just shoot right here at Hayes Bridge. Even though it's all super typical and cliche, he pulled up and I had already been drinking, so I was drunk. So when we shot it, he released a little preview, like a little snippet of the video, bro, and so many people, just random people, because you know he's got a decent following, were commenting like negative things about me and saying like, yo, he'd be a lot better if he put the bottle down. And then somebody like just talking ugly shit like, yo, like I used to go to the corner store and see them drunk fools all red in the face, and I used to wonder how they got like that, and now I'm seeing it, like this is how it happens and shit like that, like calling me a wino and all this shit. And like and it was really discouraging, bro. Like I was like, damn, like y'all fucked up, bro. Like, and it really like discouraged me, bro. And like I kind of like felt like shit. But dude, 3 days later, dude, he drops the actual video and Paul Wall comments, and I was like, bro, fuck all y'all, bro. Fucking Paul Wall fucks with me, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of you losers, man. Like, it was like exactly what I needed, bro. Like, but I do really need to chill out on the drinking. But to answer your question, man, collaborations, dude. I'm glad you asked me, man. Like, cause dude, we used to. No one's really serious about this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I used to be in so many groups growing up, like, and people like would just be like, just advocate for the wrong shit. You know what I mean? Like the most recent group I was in, they called themselves Frequency. I say they because I wasn't really in it. I was just a collaborator, and like the thing is, like, I'm young, I'm goofy, and I'm kind of silly, you know what I mean? And so people don't really take me seriously when it comes to this music shit. When they would say like, oh, we got to do this, we got to make merchandise, we got to like, come out with this, we got to pay this person to promote our music, and we got to do all this shit. And I would be like, bro, like, how about we just make music? You know what I mean? Like they would be like focused on the wrong shit. And I would just say shit like, dude, like we don't have to do that. Like this isn't gonna work. Like you're wasting your money. None of this is gonna work, and we're not gonna go anywhere with this. And they'd be like, oh, what should we call ourselves? I'd be like, dude, let's not call ourselves anything yet. There's nothing. What is ourselves? And it was a group with like 8 or 9 different people, bro. None of them make music. They just like to fucking party and like just fuck around, bro. You know what I mean? And sure enough, bro, it all fell apart, dude. Everybody fucking gave up, man. And it just, whenever my closest homie, man, one of my closest homies, Voss, man, Ghost Brazil.
Okay.
He was the one. He had the house. It was kind of like a party house, and so all these people would come in. Everybody wanted to rap. Everybody wanted to make music, and so that's how we created this group. And it was more just like they were just like focused on the wrong shit. You know what I mean? And that shit would piss me off because they live there, bro. You know what I mean? Or like a couple of them live there. People, they would just be there all the time. I didn't, dude. I stayed on the southeast, complete opposite side of town from where the house is. So whenever I will take the bus to go and record, everybody wanted to record, bro. And like record with me or their own songs or whatever. Zomala would be on the computer, and I'd be like, dude, like y'all are here all the time. Like, why can't y'all do this when I'm gone? Like, or like when I leave, like why can't y'all like fucking, like, I'm here, this is my session, like get the fuck out of the room, get out the session, like y'all talking during my verse, like fucking go, you know what I mean? Like they just weren't really serious about it. But I'm rambling. Long story short, none of them fools rap anymore. None of them make music except for Ghost Brazil, bro. Ghost Brazil is the one. This is years later. I'm still the only one doing it. Ghost Brazil is the only one still doing it. Zomala is the only one still doing it. The only other person I would work with is Samurai Sai, who's one of my closest friends. Shout out Samurai Sai, but he's on full dad mode right now.
Sure.
It sucks because he's like the most talented. Not one of, he is the most talented artist in San Antonio right now, dude.
Damn.
And I do everything to get him out of the house, dude, and get him in the studio. And I'm like, dude, I'll pick you up. I'll get your Uber. I'll give you $30, bro. I'll pay for your verse. Like, just come to the studio. And he just kind of like retired. And I don't know. One of these days I'll get him and I'll get him back on the song. But yeah, I work with Ghost Brazil, and it's not that I don't want to work with artists. It's just that artists aren't really serious about the craft the way I am. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely open to working with new artists.
I feel like your approach is good. Just like the whole album is just completely. I think it's mostly you, know. Like
it's me. Ghost Brazil's on 2 songs. He's on 99 Accord and he's on Layup, which is funny because Layup was actually his song. He was in the studio and I kind of crashed the studio session because even though he's the only one who still does it, he doesn't do it as often. You know what I mean? Well, we all got our own lives, and so. When I heard he was in the studio, I was like, bro, I'm pulling up, bro. Like, let's fucking do this shit. So I pulled up and I crashed the session. We made the song together. And he was like upset because he's like, oh, bro, that's my song. Why are you releasing it? But really, I'm like, dude, you were never going to release it, bro. Like, we've made songs before. Me, him, and Samurai Sai have this great fucking song, dude. I forgot what it's called, but he never released it, bro. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm going to fucking drop that shit. I'm going to drop that shit next week.
Fucking drop it, yeah.
Yeah, drop it.
You have a song where in the song you say that you ain't shit and then you start listing things that you don't have, and then you say, "No, baby mama, no nothing," and it's like I like that fucking bar, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
I think it's Ain't No Way also, right?
Yeah, that's Ain't No Way. Yeah.
I really enjoy that. But okay, is there anything else you want to mention about this project or any other project that you've had in the past? Actually, I want to ask you about the skits. Let me ask you. So you have 3 skits in this project.
Yeah.
The Boomhauer one, where it basically talks about the butterfly effect, and then why did you choose to put that in this album? Is there a specific reason?
Dude, I mean, I get there's not a specific reason. No, it was just one of those where I've never had skits in my album before, any of my projects. So I was like, you know what? Let me throw a couple skits in there. Let me throw a couple fucking fillers. You know what I mean? Like something, but I couldn't think of any like skits to do, and so I just started thinking of like some of my favorite like quotes from different people. I immediately thought of the Boomhauer one, man. I thought it was funny because I never really watched King of the Hill.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I watched a few episodes after seeing that skit or after seeing that little speech because I saw it on TikTok and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So I was like, maybe I should check it out. So I watched like the first season and shit. It's a good show, bro. It's a bit dated, but
it's a good show. I think it is, like the writing in it.
It's a good show, bro. But I just always love that little rant he goes on, man.
So do you agree with the philosophy to some extent?
Or? Yeah, man. Or I absolutely do, bro. It's so funny because he's so unintelligible. Like there's so like you don't really he's not really saying anything,
but he
is. Like if you know like what he's talking about, like you know what he's talking about. He's talking about the butterfly effect. You know what I mean? And like to somebody who doesn't know the butterfly effect, like they're gonna think it's just some fucking crazy guy talking about because we know exactly what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, even though he's not saying no fucking words.
And then also like the way Hank responds, he's like, "Well, that's what we tell ourselves."
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
You think that this guy who's rambling is talking about philosophy to like just a random Texas man from Arlington.
Yeah,
and then the way he responds actually makes sense. Like that's what we think ourselves. We really don't know the answer.
That's what we like to tell ourselves.
Yeah. Right. So. No, I think also the song Zim, is that Zim?
Zim, yeah.
So is that from Invader Zim?
Yeah.
Or is it okay? Yeah. So can we talk about that one? Because I haven't really picked out all the lyrics of the song, but it feels like a song about someone who enjoys like going out for drinks or like living the life.
Man. Is that why it's not one of your favorites? I think
I just think I haven't heard it enough because
no, dude, no. You're absolutely right, dude. You know what's funny, bro? Wait, pause it real quick. Yeah. So what's funny is that I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. And so I sample Invader Zim in the song.
Okay.
And that's him. Play it real quick. Play it. Right? So that's Zim in the background. And so, yeah, pause it. So, like, so I know, I listen back to it and I know that some of the words I say are unintelligible. Like, you can't really hear what I'm saying, that you don't really understand what I'm saying. But I left it the way it is because Zim is in the background saying, what? Like, bro, what are you saying? You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I left it how it is. But that's the video I plan on shooting next. And when I shoot the video, I'm going to have the lyrics all at the bottom. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
When I heard that song immediately, like I just thought, oh, like a Puya or fucking Suicide Boys like verse would fit perfectly.
Yeah,
like if they go in with that beat.
You think there should be a point where I rap fast or what?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there should be a point where you do like a Puya. No, I don't want to say Puya style voice, your shit, but just like some
just going in.
Because when you say things in your raps, like it leaves a message. Like there's always like a message to it that I enjoy because it's like the complexity of like I ain't shit yet, but like I'm the shit at the same time.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you get that, bro. Yeah, so, that's exactly what I try to portray, you know, in my music and shit.
No, yeah, man, I definitely like feel like I mean I'm excited for whatever you're gonna drop next. To be honest, at this point,
that man, but it was just shit, man. That's good. You know what's funny, bro? That's a very good observation because a friend of mine, actually, first of all, shout out Nick Brell, man. He made that beat, bro. Friend of mine a long time ago, I made this song called what was it called? It was on my Kamin album, bro. I got so many songs, bro. I always fucking forget the names, bro.
That's a good time, bro. When you have 1,000+ songs, like
I think it's called Fishscale. Yeah. So Fishscale, actually, I made the song similar to like that, like it's real slow and chill or whatever, and I was super proud of it. I was like, yeah, this shit goes fucking hard. And then my friend came over, my friend Tere, shout out Tere. She came over and she was like, yeah, it's good, but like I feel like you need to go in. So I fucking scrapped the whole thing, rewrote it, and then I fucking went in, and it's to this day like one of my favorite songs by me. Like
Fishscale.
yeah, Fishscale.
Okay, I'll hear it right now.
Yeah,
It's on the last album, huh?
it's on the one before the last
one
album,
before.
actually. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking about the last album, when the song where you say that like you had the venue pumping and then just to go back home on the bus and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a particular situation that inspired you to write that lyric?
Shit, man, hell yeah, bro, hell yeah, dude. Like, that's exactly why I wrote it, bro. Like, I was fucking, dude, just have the fucking like place like jumping, like everybody fucking with my shit. I'd be on stage like rapping, people just love it, dude, just like killing it, man. Everybody giving me props, buying shirts, buying me drinks and shit, and then I'd have to fucking take a lift or the bus back home, you know, just like, and then like I'll fucking go to work the next day, you know what I mean, like doing whatever I was doing, bussing tables or just fucking cleaning up after fucking people, just like thinking in my head, like, bro, like none of these people know, bro. None of these people know that I'm fucking him. You know what I mean? I fucking kill that shit. And there's a beautiful irony to it.
It's
really.
a movie shit, bro. It's like a music video
like
shit.
8 Mile shit. Yeah, no, it is. Really is.
I think honestly, bro, just I really appreciate just the fact that you're sticking with this and that the music is getting better, and I don't think you're gonna quit anytime soon. So if you look at psychology, you are a fucking outlier because you mentioned all the other people in groups that dropped off and how you.
What does that mean, outlier?
So like an outlier, like if you look at a chart and then like you have a bell curve and then you have one point like over here, it doesn't fit in. It's like an outlier. So there's a thing in performance called star performers, which is an actual psychological construct where they talk about the top level of everything always ends up doing most of the work, the 80-20%.
Right.
And the thing
group project in school,
LeBron James the most points, you know, things like that. And what they have attributed as the factor that indicates that someone's going to be a star performer the most is general mental ability. So the people who have higher general mental ability can acquire skills faster, learn their task, and outperform other people. And then eventually it's just an accumulation of resources. So in the actual study for star performers, in one of the studies for star performers, they actually looked at Grammy winners and like how like the top star performer musicians have the most Grammys, and how that leads to them being around the producer that has Grammys, the keyboardist that has Grammys. So then it's easier to continue getting something once you're at that level.
Yeah, so maybe I should do a song with Paul Wall then, right? Or do a song with Hoodlum. Fun fact, bro, I was actually supposed to do a song with Hoodlum. I messaged him on Twitter before he blew up and shit, because he rapped on a song of a close friend of mine, not close, but we've known each other a long time. 410 The Loop, bro.
Okay.
He's a producer. He makes beats and he also makes music. He's a phenomenal artist. Go check him out. But I would go record with him and we made a couple songs together. He's a really good guy, man. Real solid musician. Anyways, he released his project, or no, it wasn't a project. It was a single. It was a single song. And he Hoodlum rapped on it. Southside Hoodlum rapped on it. And he just had it on SoundCloud. He put it on SoundCloud one day and I was just going through SoundCloud and I heard it. I was like, hell yeah, that shit goes hard, dude. And so I would listen to it. And it was because Hoodlum hadn't really blown up yet. So I reached out to him on Twitter and I was like, yo, bro, like, how much for a feature, you know? And it's funny because he actually told me, bro, you don't got to worry about, like, money. Just send me the track, just whatever. Send me the track and I'll hop on it, dude. And so I did. And, like, right when I did, he blew up, bro. And he got super big. And I'm not the type to, like, hound them or whatever. But
no.
He was down to fucking collab with me because we both know 410 The Loop and shit.
Yeah.
I never met him. He seems like a cool guy. He's a great artist, man. Shout out Hoodlum too, bro. Hoodlum's awesome. 410 The Loop, man. All them fools. Jay Allen, they're good.
I feel like I know their faces, but I don't know their names because I know there's like.
Hoodlum, bro?
I think I might even follow him to be honest.
Yeah, probably do. He did a song with Maxo Cream, man. And,
Can you pull him up real quick?
Yeah. He's probably the most poppin' artist in San Antonio right now. Actually, he definitely is. But like I said earlier, though,
you were that close to.
There's that, but there's a difference because I said earlier that Samurai Sai is the best artist in the city. Southside Hoodlum's the most poppin' artist in the city. Which I'm not saying that Hoodlum is bad. Hoodlum's a fucking great artist. Phenomenal. But I just don't want people to misconstrue what I'm saying and shit. I don't want people to think that I'm contradicting myself.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this guy.
Yeah, man, Hoodlum, bro.
Yeah, with the girl who's on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He did Genius. He's doing a lot of big shit, man. And Big Tex Johnny produces his shit, man.
So he's from San Antonio. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a famous rapper.
Southside San Antonio, man. Southside, he got a song called Indian Creek or whatever. So, yeah,
wow. So. Did you ever know about the rapper or meet the rapper Mike Dimes? Because he's from like San Antonio, no? Or
Mike? Are you sure it's his name?
Yeah, I think so. Because I actually seen billboards of.
I don't think I have.
Let's see.
Maybe. Does he got a face tat?
No.
Then yeah, no.
This guy.
Mike Dimes.
San Antonio rapper Mike Dimes is blowing up while still a student at UTSA.
Nah, man, I haven't heard of him, bro. I'll check him out though.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say he's bad, but I thought maybe you just know him. I think blowing up. I think to be honest, I think like he flatlined for a bit, so I don't think he's dropped anything like that's getting like popping. He did have a good songs. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying like I thought maybe you would know him because you knew like rappers and like throughout the years in San Antonio.
I'll check him out, man. I do know a lot of rappers, bro. Or a lot of artists, man. Like shit, man.
Yeah, but I think to be honest, like if I'm gonna say like my two favorite artists from San Antonio, one of them you're number one, and number two is Ruse. I don't know if Christian Ruse. He works with. He used to work with Kid Avid. Like they used to do videos together. Oh, okay. But he's like dad mode right now. Like, he has like a daughter. He's married and stuff. But
shout out Kid Avid, by the way.
Shout out Kid Avid. Yeah, Kid Avid.
He made a great guy. He made like 3 or 4 of my videos. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I've been to which ones has he done for you? Ain't No Way?
He didn't do Ain't No Way. Ain't No Way was shot and edited by my buddy Nathan BXR Films. Kid Avid did Psycho, actually, which is funny because I just brought up Samurai Sai. Pull it up on the YouTube, bro. Yeah. Samurai Sai, the best artist in San Antonio, bro. He's my fucking closest homie for the longest time. He still is. He's my brother, honestly.
Is that SIGH?
No.
Hey, you can type it in? Yeah.
Samurai Sai. And it was back when I was Tico.
Okay.
So that's what we call the song Psycho.
Tico.
He's Sai, I'm Tico.
What did Tico the astronomer like do, or what did he find?
I've been sipping, so.
It's something with the stars. Let me share the screen.
Back when I used to say the N-word in my music, so forgive me. I don't do that no more.
Tell me what you know about a motherfucker out the bottom. Still chilling at the bottom like the leaves when it's autumn. Every single one of my motherfucking homies know I got them. Every single blessing coming from my wages know I saw them. Did it on my own, though I ain't never expecting nada. Now imagine what I'm planning that I'm finally getting dollars. I've been bumping all the local shit and y'all should get an Oscar. I've been talking all this local shit, now I should get a chop. Keep my business on the low and keep all the homies close. Keep my enemies in scopes with my hand around their throat. In the foreign getting blows, sitting low while my stones glow and the weed smoke for the ozone. Step into my dojo, pussy that's a no-go. I've been moving solo, snorting up the cocoa, screaming fuck the po-pos. We ain't never love hoes, but we been above those, running with the wolves. Yeah, we came up with the cutthroats. Tell a hater suck on these balls, like 100 till 100 feet tall. Every time I slay a hoe, another couple respawn. Skinny nigga, but they acting like a fucking King Kong. Don't ever try to love me in any category. Y'all be rapping stories, I'll be spitting fucking allegories. In my hand of 40, you all know this shit is mandatory. Kicks $10, my comic books you can't afford. Can't tell me shit, motherfucker, you can suck my dick. If you want it, then run up on my click. Let the 45 spin, still got blood on my tens. What you got on my ends like I'm Debo? I'm just trying to cop a couple C-notes. Always run with Tico, always down for Rico. Always rap for basic, that's my motherfucking people. All these corny fake motherfuckers see through. I'm just here to balance out the good and evil, crush your ego. Look, I don't ever start no shit, no cap, but I will end the shit with the shit blow. on back, hit the set, go gas, if a bit low. You and your little homies on rock like a Flintstone fan.
And I ain't never start no shit, no cap. You still get your wig blown back. Still put your face in your lap. Still put the money in the bag,
Really like the back and forth, bro.
Yeah, I love that, bro. I want to do that more, bro. But like I said, I don't fucking. I don't want to fucking work, and nobody wants to fucking rap with me, bro. No one wants to fucking. I don't know.
You have to do back and forth with different voice tones, bro. Different pitches or something.
Yeah, I know, right? Just with myself.
Yeah. No, but I think it's been a great conversation, bro. Talking to you, I really appreciate that you can share and articulate your music, because there's some rappers, bro, that probably just fucking can't say shit.
Yeah, they're just fucking doing shit, just saying shit, dude. And it's cool, man. I'm actually glad that you asked to interview me, bro, because I really dude, there's a lot about me and there's a lot about the shit I say in music that doesn't really get articulated in the music. There's a lot that I like to, you know, and I kind of in my head, I'm if you can't explain it in the song, then it's not a good song. But there's also times where I'm just dude, there's a lot of things I say that people aren't really going to take the time to do the research for. You know what I mean? Or because if I say some fucking obscure weird shit, they're not gonna go Google, what the fuck.
What is Kamin?
Yeah, right. And so it's cool to sit here and just fucking say this is where I got this from, and this is where I said that from.
For sure, bro. Anytime you drop a new project, bro, fucking let's link up and just talk about it. I think.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Because eventually I'm gonna have to fucking interview at the Frost Bank Center, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah.
Which would be amazing, bro.
Dude, I have a fucking interview. Oh, dude. Okay, I know what you mean. You talking about when I'm performing there?
Yeah. What the fuck you thought? Bro, shut the fuck.
That's funny, bro. Yeah, dude, that'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy. Yeah, man. No, dude. I'm really I don't know, man. I kind of just I have these moments where I'm I take it's exhausting, bro.
I get you.
Being a fucking artist, dude. Like I said, I've been doing it for 10 years, man. I'm not going nowhere, but every so often I get this resurgence of energy, dude. And I dropped this album and it's really well received.
Yeah.
My friends love it. Other new people love it. Fans love it. Just asking for more shit, dude. And I'm not in a super great place in my life right now, but I'm in a good enough place where I'm gonna make some more music, dude.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I'm gonna fucking drop some shit, dude. Fuck the bullshit, bro.
You just gotta do it, man.
I'm gonna get Voss off his ass, and we're gonna fucking Ghost Brazil, and I'm gonna get Psy off his ass. But yes, I would love to collab with more artists, bro. Paul Wall, hit me up. Hit me up.
Yeah, bro.
I'll fucking go. I'll get a new grill and everything for the video. All that shit, man. Yeah. I used to have a grill, bro. I fucking it stopped fitting my teeth anymore, man. It was a gold grill. I wore it in the Ain't No Way video.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a gold grill, bro. The bottom grill, and that's what I need, bro, because I feel like when I speak, you don't really see my top teeth as much as my bottom teeth.
Okay.
So I think the bottom gold grill is just perfect. I think the top gold grill is too much. So but for some reason I guess my teeth shifted, so it wouldn't fit no more, and I tried to wear it one night and it just popped out and fucking I lost it. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta go get another one, man.
So if you guys didn't believe him, he is from San Antonio.
Yeah, bro. I lost my fucking grill, bro. Shout out to whoever found it, man.
Thank you guys for watching so much. Follow Kamin. His link's gonna be below. Check out the new music video, whichever one you dropped, and any new projects. I'd love to have you anytime, bro. So this is a pleasure, man.
Brother. Appreciate you having me.
Subscribe, guys.